Hey guys, I'm DH. Today we're gonna take a trip from Ithaca, New York to Rochester, New York, which is roughly 2 hours away. We're gonna have my new to me, 2015 Porsche Cayman GTS in Guards Red. We're gonna have it paint corrected because I just picked it up. We're also gonna have it covered in protective film, and then we're gonna have it treated with a coating that's supposed to make the appearance last a lot longer and protect the car from things like tree sap, leaves, rock chips. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So first off, we're gonna go get a car wash because my car is filthy, and then we're gonna head off. So by now you're probably wondering why I'm driving 2 hours from Ithaca, New York to Rochester to get my car paint corrected, protective film put on, and also a special coat to protect it even more. Well, so one of the reasons is because I'm obsessive compulsive about my car. I'm sure many of you are as well. And another reason is that I'm actually going to drive my new to me Porsche 2015 Porsche Cayman GTS in the winter in upstate New York. Yes, that's right. I'm going to be driving it in the snow, salted roads, etc. So I don't believe that if I buy a sports car that I shouldn't drive it. In upstate New York, it snows maybe 9 months of the year, and it just doesn't make sense to me to spend that much money on a car that I'll only get to drive maybe 3 months of the year. So, I'm gonna be driving it during the winter. This is actually my fourth car. My first car was a Volkswagen Passat front-wheel drive. Then my second car, and that was in 2002. My second car was 2007 Mercedes SLK, and that one was rear-wheel drive, and so I put winters on that, drove it for 3 winters, and I put no key-ins on that car, so they were the best of the best, and it actually outperformed the Passat. The Passat I had spun out in front-wheel drive car with all seasons, but with the SLK and the no key-ins, I did really well. I never got stuck, and you'd think that I might get stuck in that case. And then my third car was another Mercedes SLK. I loved the first one so much that I got another one. I had a break in between cars because Ithaca is a granola town, kind of a hippie town. They're very much about the environment, etc., things like that. So I tried doing car share, which is kind of like Zipcar, for about 5 years, and then I had to get another car. I just miss driving. Many of you out there can relate. Driving is very relaxing to me, so I got another SLK, and so that SLK is wonderful. I also got no key-ins for that. I actually still have that Mercedes SLK right now, and I just put on winter tires on that too. This GTS has Continentals because they didn't have no key-ins in the size for this car, so in any case. So yeah, I'll be driving it in the winter. The SLKs, both of them performed extremely well, even though they were rear-wheel drive. And this car is rear-wheel drive, obviously. I've already kind of fiddled around with them a bit, and I think the Mercedes is better on snow than the GTS, but I think that's because Mercedes focuses on safety more than sportiness. In any case, I'll probably be doing a vlog about comparing the two. I know they're very different cars, different tires, different weights. The Mercedes, even though it's kind of smaller in dimensions, is actually heavier than the Cayman, the Porsche Cayman. So I'll probably do a vlog about that. I'll be doing vlogs all winter because I'll be driving this car. In any case, so that's one of the reasons why I'm putting on the protective film on this car. I'm a little bit obsessive and I want to take care of this car. And so the next reason why I am traveling, 2 hours to get this done is a place called Arete Auto Salon. Came highly recommended by a friend of mine. He had his Porsche Cayman S done there. He had protective film done on it, some other work. He also had his Audi R8 done there, V10. And recently, just before the winter started in the fall, he bought a beautiful Ferrari 458 Italia in yellow. And that car is very, very beautiful. It's one of my dream cars. I have to admit I'm slightly jealous. In any case, he won't be driving that in the winter. He's not like I am. So he's put that up for the winter. But he will be in the springtime going to Arete Auto Salon. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. To get some work done, some protective film put on, and just maybe some some color correcting. So he's excited about that. He's not excited that his car is it's put away for the winter, but I'm excited for him, and we'll have lots of fun come springtime with him. So just to talk a little bit about my experience with Areté thus far, I called them up. I spoke to John, and I also spoke to someone named Eric as well. So I've spoke to John and Eric, and they've been nothing but helpful. They've been courteous. I just have a really good feeling about them. They sound honest. They give me their honest opinion on which film to use. They didn't necessarily want to sell me the most expensive packages that they have. So I really appreciate that from them. Also, they're very responsive. I sent an email to them, and this has happened several times, but one time in particular, I sent an email to them, and within 5 minutes, I got a phone call, and they wanted to say, hey, we saw your email, your inquiries about the type of film we're going to use and why we're using it and things like that. I had a lot of questions, and they said, we figured it would be easier to just call you and give you the breakdown of everything and answer any questions that you might have about what we're going to do to your car. So I'm really excited about meeting them, and I'm excited about getting my car protected. I'm not excited about leaving my car. It's going to be there for, I think they said 7 days. It might be 7 to 10 days. I don't really know. I have the SLK back in Ithaca, so I'm going to take a one-way rental back to Ithaca and drive around in the SLK for a while, which isn't too bad. I really love the SLK, but that's a lease, so I'll be turning that in a year and a half, a year and maybe a couple months or so. But this Porsche Cayman is a buy, and so I want to protect this one. So yeah, so that's my story of why I'm driving 2 hours to Rochester to see Arete Auto Salon and drop off my baby to get her protected.
How you
Hi.
doing? Come on in.
Thanks. Hey guys.
Good to see you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Absolutely.
You are
I'm Eric.
Eric. Nice to meet
Colton.
you. This is Colton.
Nice to meet you.
It's Colton.
I'm on the phone with a customer at the moment.
Oh, okay. That's why. Okay. I tried calling, but
No
got a
worries.
busy signal. So we'll get the car ready. I have a bunch of stuff that I need to get out
pull
of
right
there.
on in. The
Okay.
door's right around there. Right on there. I'll pop
Right
over.
in?
Just be okay.
Okay. We'll do.
That's good.
Hi guys, so we're in the bay with Colton and John, and they've taken a look at the car, and they're gonna walk us through some of the issues that are on the car. Hopefully there aren't too many issues, but we're gonna talk about that, and then they're gonna explain what's planned for the car and why they would pick that. They know I'm gonna be driving the car throughout the winter, every winter for the next, however many years. So let's get to it.
So there's a number of things that we did notice. First off being there was paint protection film here originally. We can see that evidenced by this hard line that's showing different levels of marring on either side of it. And this line goes across the whole hood, just about where a partial piece of paint protection film would be placed. Now, of course, with this service, we're going to be wrapping the whole hood so that every panel is covered from damage and UV fading. As you can see, parts of that hood are marring and showing different types of age because one of them was protected. Another thing we've noticed is the bumper most likely had film on it as well. As down here on the tow hook cover, we see an existing piece of film. That chip down there is something that we're going to be taking care of as well, as the whole bumper will be wrapped. We want to make sure that the car is in absolute best condition before applying significant amounts of film and coating. And as we come down the side of the vehicle, we noticed a small chip right here. And with the paint protection film that will be wrapped around that door edge, we're not so worried about it, but we will want to improve its condition as much as possible. It's pretty tiny. We've also noticed that there is some existing paint protection film on the vehicle still, as is up front. We will be removing this piece so that we can install a paint protection film that covers the entire panel rather than just the lower portion of it. And this is similar to what the hood would have looked like if the film was still on there. And another one of the deeper scratches that we found runs along the top side of this fender piece. The red usually blows it out pretty far, but it's a beautiful color, and it's definitely apparent that some level of correction will be needed. We're going to start with a single step and see what we can accomplish. Some areas may need more. Seaport's Finest does require a near perfect paint standard before we apply the coating, which we are more than happy to achieve if it makes the vehicles look their absolute best.
Okay, great. So why don't you tell me and everyone about what the complete process that will be done to my baby.
Sure. So today will be the preliminary steps of the detail. We're going to be washing it and decontaminating it before we do anything else to the vehicle. And that means stripping any sort of protection that's on the vehicle, any old wax or sealants. We're going to be decontaminating the wheels and sealing those, as these are the winter wheels. We're going to be using silica sealant on those. And by the end of the day, we will have the vehicle taped off, and more likely than not, we will be underway with the paint correction so that we can move it along to the film installation prior to coating. So today's essentially the decontamination and prep, starting on the paint correction. Tomorrow we'll be continuing on that as well. a number of other details like fishing small contaminants out of the door jambs, as that's another spot that we'll be paying attention to. We'll be giving those a light hand polish as well as coating application. After the paint correction is completed later on this week, we will be delivering the vehicle to our film installers, as they will be wrapping the entire vehicle, the entire painted surface of the vehicle, with paint protection film from Suntech. Since it's a very time-intensive process, we're going to be bringing it to their facility so that they have the best controlled environment, as we still do general detailing here, and we don't want any sort of contaminants finding their way into the film, and we want to give them the most time and comfortability with installing film over the whole vehicle. When we bring it back from their shop, we will be re-decontaminating the film in a light sense, as the film will still be quite fresh, at which point we will be able to apply the coating on top of that. And we'll be applying 3 coats of Seacort's Finest, that 3rd coat for a little bit extra gloss and some more protection as well. And then we're going to be just about done.
Yeah. Well, thank you. This was a great experience. This was very simple. Thank you for the tour. Thank you for showing me what will be done with the car, and the timeline. I'm excited to be working with you guys, but I said on the video before that I'm also sad, because not to work with you guys, but I'm sad that I'm leaving my baby here, my new baby, and I really haven't had a chance to open it up before the winter came, and not even on the way here, but yeah, but I'm so excited to work with you guys.
Thank you. It's our pleasure.
So hey guys, we've arrived at Arete Auto Salon to pick up the GTS, the Porsche Cayman GTS. It's freezing out here. So they said the car is ready, so I'm really excited. Let's go and see. Hey John. How's it going?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Great to see you.
How was the drive?
The drive was great. Not too bad.
Good.
Very comfortable. Just snow out and it's cold.
Yeah, it's warm in here though.
So I understand the car is ready.
It is indeed. Would you like to see it?
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
So here she is.
Woo. It looks beautiful. Oh my god. Thank you guys. Oh my god.
Getting some last minute touch-ups.
I'm afraid to touch it. It's so beautiful.
I mean, it's so striking. Guards Red is just beautiful when it's all done up.
Oh my
Can you
god.
believe there's this complete PDF coverage too?
Yeah, I know. Everything is covered in PDF. Correspondence.
Set that up just for you today.
Great, and the wheels.
Even the winter wheels are looking fresh.
Oh my god, thank you so much. Look at that.
There might be a little bit of dust on them from moving it from the lift.
Yeah, but
these brakes are taking out dust, but
it looks so nice. And you guys did the inside too.
yeah, and you get the door jams coated and everything. So
Oh, look at this. Let's get a shot of that. So nice.
Including that plastic trim piece we've coated as well.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
trunk and hood jams are coated too.
And the gas door.
And the gas door,
And the gas door. Everything.
Yeah, no stones left unturned, that's for sure.
Underneath the spoiler as well as the
Underneath.
dish. Yep, in the spoiler area where that sits is coated as well. Comprehensive paint protection.
Oh my god, it's so beautiful.
It's so ready for winter.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible to be more prepared than this.
In speaking to the gang, they told me about something that's very interesting. They told me that they have a very intricate towel process, and I was very curious about that. So John is going to escort us and lead us, give us a tour of their towel process. So
Sure. As you can imagine, a detail shop has a lot of towels, and you can take a look at how it goes. You know, we have so many that it's important to sort them by what they can be used for. They all have their own purpose. For something like leveling tire shine or wiping down wheel wells, we have towels that have become crusty, stained, that type of thing that we don't want to use on paint. And this is just a bin of the kind of condition that you can see. They're definitely worn, but they still haven't lost their use just yet. As we increase in quality, we're looking at towels that we use in the interior of vehicles, on the door jambs. Of course, when we're sorting towels after laundry, we're sorting through each towel individually and using our discretion on which quality level they can be associated with. And at the top of this section of drawers, we're looking at drying towels and paint-safe towels that are used in general detailing purpose, general detailing purposes. We estimate that we have well over 1,000 towels. Who I'm not actually going to count them, but it's a lot, and it's important to keep them sorted so that we can always use them appropriately. And these are just a couple of bins. We have bins for coatings and corrections. We have brand new towels that are used for wiping off and leveling coatings. Some of those are even expired after their single first use, and then they kind of become degraded even below these to like a metal polishing towel or something like that, or just a general rag to use in the shop for cleaning surfaces like the tables, things like that. It definitely helps that we have laundry in-house. We have a very specific process that's been refined. It's important to us to make sure that we're cleaning them properly, not over drying them, that sort of thing. And of course it goes into an actual official process, but without talking too much about it, we care very much about the media that we use on a vehicle, because that will affect the outcome of that detail. Then we have like these new towels that just came in today. These are brand new, they'll stay in the bag, they'll only be used for a certain process, most likely correction and coating. But these towels are so soft and, in our eyes, some of the best in the business. And you can feel one of these in here. These are specialty towels, extremely soft.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to touch them to mess them up.
No, we can easily do another load of laundry. That's how obsessive we are. If we see a towel in here and we think, oh, there's a couple of pieces of solid material in there, that might have not been looked over as closely, and then it goes back through the wash. And then we make sure to, go through each towel and make sure that there's nothing in this. This is a used towel, and we want to make sure that there's nothing in there that's going to contaminate or interfere with another process. That's just going to slow us down. It's going to make more work for us. So if everything's set up, brand new towels, and there's even some in this bag in here that we haven't used yet. We save them, we reserve them for specific process, and that's how obsessive we are. Having the right media for the right job makes all the difference.
So these are hopefully these are the towels that you used on my car, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So again, thanks guys for the wonderful service that you gave, and the detailing and the protection and everything. So I just had a few questions because I'm curious about them and I don't know as much as you guys do. So the first of all, the wet look. I mean, it looks spotless and amazing. How did you get it to do that? Can you tell me a little bit more about how you can make it look wet?
Of course. So what we're seeing on the surface of the vehicle is the coating, but it's a combination of the paint correction performed before the film itself, as well as the coating that's on top of that. So all three of those processes and products are adding gloss and refining it to make that kind of shimmering look to it.
So also, you guys are a small shop, so I know it's maybe about 4 of you that do part of the process, and also you work with another company to do some of the other pieces of the process. But what would you say is really important for you when you're working here?
Well, I got brought on a little. They started the company. I got brought on because I was excited how passionate these guys were for just the jobs that they are able to finish, and I wanted to be a part of that. So I get excited every single day to come in here and be a part of that with these guys. And became pretty good friends too. So I like waking up every day and get to hang out with my friends. And
we like to make work fun, that's for sure. But
yeah.
I guess for me, I mean, this was, I've always loved cars my whole life, and for me, being not nearly the talented detailer that these guys are, I'm more on the marketing and sales side of things. I mean, for me, this is just a passion project. I get to work with the things I love every day. I get to work with people that share the same level of love for cars, and I get to be able to provide an excellent service and meet tons of people and just be able to really enjoy what I'm doing every single day, and not hating the guys you work with isn't so bad either. So
I think for me, it's a combination of so many things and experiences that I've had in the past, as well as a utilization of all of those talents that you gain over the years, between photography, customer service, and the core of detailing that we do here. It allows me to do so many different things that I'm excited about. Now, obviously, we're all excited to work on vehicles, but being able to take pictures of them and to see the reaction from people when they see, after 9 days, that's the vehicle. There's so many different things about it. So I'd say that those are major components of why I like to, be a part of it.
So one thing I really wanted to talk about that makes Areté different is that we're really constantly learning, and we're also fortunate enough to be part of the Seacourt's Finest Detailers Network. And CarPro, the manufacturer and inventors of Seacourt's Finest, have really assembled this incredible professional community that we're fortunate enough to be a part of. We're always learning from them, be it new best practices, experimenting with new releases from CarPro, or going to conferences all over the country to interact with them and work alongside them, just so we can extract the knowledge from them and bring it back to Rochester and help improve our process and product even further. And we're very dedicated to that, because learning is such an important thing for us, because no matter how good we may be now, we can always be better, and we always are in pursuit of that better. And for us, saying, okay, we've done this well, we are still looking and trying to find where we can improve and how we can make it even better than it is now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a good point to touch on, as well as surrounding ourselves with like-minded individuals and professionals in the community is important to us, because if we're part of a network that doesn't respect detailing and the craft and the end result, the customer experience, all of these aspects, it's not really worth it to us. And that's what this kind of network that we've found ourselves in has been beneficial to us for. We learn not only the best practices or the new techniques and products and technologies, but it's how you deal with with adverse scenarios, how you get through it, how you persevere and continue to grow the business. And that's what CarPro and these guys really respect, is that this isn't just a business. This is what we do. This is who we are, and fostering that to have us enjoy it more, to have our customers enjoy it more, is it's part of the family that we're with.
So also there was so some places take just maybe a day or two to go through the entire process. This process, I know it was a complete package. Mm-hmm. It took 9 days, right? So one of the things that I know you mentioned in one of your correspondences was that time was the least important piece of the process, and I was curious about that, because I was thinking to myself, well, when am I going to get my car? Can you explain that a little bit more? I mean, I understand a little bit, but can you explain that a little more?
I wouldn't say that it's the least important process. It's definitely a part of, it's a factor of every service, especially relating to efficiency. But quality is definitely the highest priority of our services. So if it means taking a bit more time to really extract that last little bit out of the vehicle or out of the service, we're willing to go that distance instead of saying good enough. And you know, I wouldn't say that it's, like I said, it's not the least important, but it's farther down the list than most people would think.
Yeah, 10 minutes here and there really tends to add up, you know.
Yeah.
Going at every single step, if there's a little bit of extra necessary attention to really elevate the result that much, you know, even through the iterative process, we're always going to end up taking that extra step that ends up adding some time, but at the end of the day, it's worth it.
No, it's definitely, actually, it's funny that you say that because, you know, when I arrived, I was really excited and, you know, I was told that, oh wait, we have 2 more minutes left on your car. And I was like, what? Wait, what? 2 minutes? Like, is that a big deal? And apparently it is. And so I appreciate the attention to detail that you guys gave to my car, because it's my baby, and you're treating it as though it's your baby. So I really, really appreciate that. Hey guys, I'm closing the video the day after the pickup of the car in Rochester at Arete Auto Salon. Again, I was blown away with the customer service and you know, the education that I received, and also, you know, I love how the car looks now. It looks wet. I don't know how to explain it. I hope it will come out in the videos, but it looks beautiful, and I know it's protected, and it will be my daily for the winter. So I'm really excited. I'm also excited to get back into the GTS and hear that engine again. Love it. In any case, I will also be making more videos about the GTS, my experience in the GTS now that I have it. Also, I'll compare it to the Mercedes SLK. So that'll be interesting, and I'll have some winter videos as well. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe for more videos to come.